सबने लिख लिया ये? देखो अब एलिप्स क्या होता है, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन. So this is an ellipse where you have two foci. Okay, you can see here f1 and f2. So this is your foci 1, this is your foci 2. Okay, we also call them as focus. Now these are 2 points. If you extend this line, okay, if you extend the line joining these 2 points, it becomes its major axis. We call this as major axis. Okay. And the line perpendicular to this major axis, which bisects the 2 points A and B, is known as minor axis. Okay. Now, if this distance is A, so this is major axis, this is minor axis. This distance is A and this distance is B. Okay, and these two are the focus, F1 and F2. Then there are certain terms, terminologies associated with the structure of the ellipse. अगर F1 F2 का डिस्टेंस ज़्यादा है, that means A is more but B is less, तो ये बहुत फ्लैट होने लग जाएगा. ठीक है, कैसे लगेगा ये? इस तरीके का लगेगा. So let me take one example. ये आपका सर्कल है, तो सर्कल इज अ स्पेशल केस ऑफ एन एलिप्स. अब मैं अगर इसको ऐसे एक्सेंट्रिक करता जाऊंगा, ठीक है, नाउ दिस विल बिकम एलिप्स. इज इट क्लियर? अगर मैं ऐसा करूंगा, दिस विल बी हाईली एक्सेंट्रिक. Eccentricity is very high because the value of B is much less than the value of A. Okay, you can have a special case of an ellipse which is as good as a straight line. So if your A is infinity and B is 0, then it becomes a straight line. So straight line, circle, they are all special cases of ellipse. Now how is ellipse defined? Ellipse is, so you have this as your major axis, then you have this as your minor axis, okay. So now this is the situation. ये डिस्टेंस को हम क्या बोलते हैं? It is A. Okay, this distance will also be A. This distance is B. This is also B. Major axis, minor axis. Now this distances A and B, they are also known as semi-major axis and semi-minor axis. A और B को हम सेमी मेजर एक्सिस का मेजर बोलते हैं, B को हम बोलते हैं सेमी माइनर एक्सिस का मेजर, क्योंकि ये दो पॉइंट्स के बीच का डिस्टेंस 2B होगा, ये दो पॉइंट्स का डिस्टेंस 2A होगा. ठीक है, Now, how is ellipse plotted? Ellipse का meaning क्या है वो आपको समझना है. So ellipse has two specific points which lie on the major axis. These points are known as focal point f1 and f2. And if you join the point with the foci f1 and f2 से point P को join करोगे, then your f1P plus f2P is constant. F1P plus F2P is a constant. Okay, that means the sum of these two lengths is a constant. So ellipse is the loci of all such points, which is having the sum of its distance from two foci being equal. It is the locus of all such points which have the sum of their distances from two specific points or foci being equal. Is that clear? So this is what your ellipse is. Okay. So your eccentricity is given by under root of a square minus b square by a square. Okay, and a has to be greater than b so that the under root term becomes positive. And area is given by pi ab. If a and b both are equal, that means there is no eccentricity. Eccentricity is 0. So it becomes a circle. That means both the foci f1 and f2, they coincide at the center. f1 and f2, if they come very close, जितना क्लोज आते जाएंगे उतना लेस एक्सेंट्रिक होता जाएगा. It will become more and more circular. Okay, I hope you can visualize this.
Yes, sir.
देखो आपका ये इसकी एक्सेंट्रिसिटी ज्यादा होगी. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir. Like the points F1 and F2 will be more apart, so more eccentricity.
ये क्या है? This is less eccentric. ठीक है? This is highly eccentric. इसकी एक्सेंट्रिसिटी बहुत ज़्यादा होगी. तो फिर eccentricity is more, that means when b becomes 0, it becomes a straight line. Is it clear? So when b is 0, you can look at this term. If b becomes 0, eccentricity is 1. So straight line has the highest eccentricity. Circle has the least eccentricity. Okay, so circle and straight line, they are very special cases of an ellipse. XY axis. Okay. Now your hyperbola will be something wherein x and y, they are inversely related and their exponents need not be 1. Equation ऐसी भी हो सकती है, x square is proportional to 1 upon y. This power of y could be square, it could be cube, it could be 1, anything. But they have an inverse relationship, that you have to remember. So the general formula, okay, just let me tell you, the general formula that you can write is x to the power n is proportional to 1 upon y to the power n, where both m and n both are positive integers. They need not be there, they should be positive numbers. That means हम इसको ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं, x to the power 1 upon y की power n, and n has to be greater than 0. Now in such a case, if y increases, x decreases. Okay, तो इसका ग्राफ कुछ ऐसा आएगा. अगर n की वैल्यू 1 है तो हम इसको बोलेंगे रेक्टेंगुलर हाइपरबोला। अगर उसकी वैल्यू 1 से ज़्यादा है तो ये और भी स्टीपली फॉल करेगा, ठीक है ना। बट अगर ऐसा एक्सप्रेशन दे रखा है तुमको जिसमें लेट्स से x आपको दे रखा है y इज इक्वल टू माइनस ऑफ 1/x²। ओके, अगर ये ऐसा दे रखा है तो क्या होगा, x की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव कुछ भी हो सकती है, बट y की वैल्यू हमेशा क्या आएगी, नेगेटिव आएगी। तो y विल ऑलवेज बी नेगेटिव। इसका ग्राफ कैसा आएगा, x की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव भी हो सकती है, नेगेटिव भी हो सकती है, राइट। बट फॉर एनी वैल्यू ऑफ x y इज ऑलवेज नेगेटिव। तो इसका ग्राफ कुछ ऐसा आएगा। इज दैट क्लियर? So depending on the situation, you have to find out where will the hyperbola lie, and depending on the range of x also. If the range of x is only negative values, then this will not be present. So ये present नहीं होगा. If the value of x is only positive, then this will not be present. So it all depends on what range is given, what is the function, whether x is related to y or y is related to x. All that you have to think there and then. Graphs of trigonometric ratios. So three trigonometric ratios that we generally use are sin theta, cos theta, and tan theta. And then the inverse of them, that is cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. So this is how the value of sin theta varies. The maximum value of sin theta is +1, the minimum value is -1. And this kind of graph is known as sinusoidal graph.